pocket and spared Lakesh Bam's blushes, who has not looked anything like as proficient as Asif Sheikh with the gloves. 3 men coming in, not really having a great evening. Being taken to task. The West Indies, well, are finishing with a flourish here. And it's Django, the star of the show. That's an almighty hit for 6.
West Indies making a statement. What's most pleasing to see in this innings is the clarity and the confidence the batters have shown. A full swing, the long handle coming into play. The ball travelling a long way in the mid-wicket area. Different in this innings is they've shown more clarity in their shot making, good decision making by these two.
Always easy to say it after it's occurred, and I'm saying this with the reflection of Captain Hindsight, as we like to call these feelings, but I do just think that maybe Nepal would have been better sticking with that same 11. Nicely worked into the offside, should be a couple as Jad as the fielding. He still hasn't bowled this series, bit of a surprise for me. Dependra Singh Airi, when you take him out of the side, because of his three-dimensional aspect and the influence that he has on the game, it's almost like you're leaving 2 players out. And his stature as a leader, as the vice-captain of the team as well, that of all the decisions, unless he maybe had a niggle, but I was told he didn't. That's the one that really perplexed me tonight. As well to readjust Amir Django. End of the 12th, 116 for now. Chalk and cheese between these two sides this evening, and a remarkable turnaround by the West Indies. Credit to them. We expected a reaction this evening, and they've shown it in absolute spades. Sampal Kami, probably the pick of the bowlers this evening in many ways, returns to the attack. We've got a shuffle up here in the commentary box. One former Nepal international replaces another. Paresh Lahani, my great friend, is next to me now. This is not the way that Nepal would have wanted to end this series, my friend.
Absolutely not. Winning the series 2-0 before this game, they wanted to have a fight, but credit goes to the West Indian batters then. The way they came out, another 6, way down the ground, out of the stadium again.
Django has gone through the gears in the most remarkable manner. His acceleration has been sensational. He's now hit 6 sixes. 5 of them have come in the last 2 overs. He's smashing it to all parts, and that'll do that. The thing we've missed there, Paresh, it's all over. Finished with real aplomb. What a way to win it. It's a first ever 10-wicket victory against Nepal. They've lost by 9 wickets before to the likes of Malaysia, the Netherlands, Oman, Singapore and Thailand. But with one flick of the wrist, it's all over. And that man there, Amir Django, the star of the show, finishes it in some style. And that ball will not be coming back. And Nepal will be left battered and bruised from this 3rd and final T20 International in the Unity Cup. Bigger tasks are ahead next month, no doubt, but that is not the way they will have wanted to round out the most memorable of weeks. Huge credit to the West Indies. They've simply been too good tonight. Django and Akeem Ogist put on a partnership to remember, an unbroken 123. Nepal beaten out of sight.
Absolutely, that's the right phrase to use, beaten out of sight. Amir Django, 74 of just 45 deliveries, the strike rate of 164.4. Incredible innings by both the batters.
It's also the first ever 10-wicket win for West Indies in T20 international cricket, so this most historic of series has ended with more records broken. Plenty of them belong to the men from the Himalayas across the course of the first two matches, but haven't the West Indies answered in some style in this final match? I think my only regret now is we don't have a 5-match series to give us a grandstand finish, because this West Indies side, full of young talent, that man was the star of the show, and I think the real difference maker tonight. He was only brought on as late as the 14th over in that first innings, but he turned it all around with a maiden 4-wicket haul. He has that experience in Nepal playing for the Lumbini Lions. And it's an evening tonight that he may well crown with the Player of the Match award. Either him or Amir Django it will go to, I am certain. This series was all about unity, and these two nations that adore cricket with an equal passion have come together in lovely style. And look at this. All of the Nepal fans are now applauding the West Indies. They are thanking them for playing against them. A lovely, touching moment from some of the best fans of any sport you will see. They are saying thank you to the men from the Caribbean for making this possible. Let's hope it's the first series of many for Nepal against full members. Despite this heavy defeat tonight, they have won the series and they've shown that they belong at this level.
Certainly Nepal do belong in the top stage, winning the series 2-1 against the mighty West Indies, the 2 times T20 World Cup winners. West Indies, they've won with 9 wickets against USA, Ireland, India and England. But this is a 10-wicket thumping against Nepal.
Yes, it's the tradition for Nepal to always take in and thank their fans, whether they win or they lose, and it's a tradition that will continue, and rightly so. But this is what this is all about, sharing learnings. 2 left-arm spinners in the shape of Lalit Rajbanshi and Kushal Malla. How much will they be learning from the quality and class of Akhil Hussain, who looks more than happy now the series is over to give plenty of advice and tips alongside Fabian Allen, the other left-arm spinner. It's a lovely sign to see to end this inaugural Unity Cup, a unified scene there.
Yes, it is. We've seen that earlier 2 years ago when Nepal went to Zimbabwe to play the World Cup qualifiers, playing against West Indies. After the game, they all sat together and they had a chat with Jason Holder and co. Amir Django, look at his strike at 164.
Most remarkable thing about that Amir Django innings, at one stage he was 22 off 25. The acceleration, well, was quite awesome to say the least. The next 20 deliveries, he really went through the gears. He made 52, and overall he struck at 164. For the bowlers, really not a lot to cheer. They were exceptional all series, but tonight they were blown away. And for a West Indian batting lineup that previously had the highest total individually of 22, none of these bowlers had any success at all. Maybe just Sampal Kami, who posed a few threats. Maybe the dominance of the West Indies tonight was more than fair in the course of the contest. We spent much of the power play talking about a team more east. And then the way in which this man accelerated, 6 sixes in total, it was quite simply sensational. How good was he, Paresh?
Just like you said earlier, he was 20 of 25 deliveries. Now he's 74 unbeaten of 45. That is the acceleration that you're talking about, Lenny. He hit 3 balls out of the stadium. We had to get 3 new balls for that.
I think we might need a fourth one because the winning moment, the winning 6, that one's not coming back. Someone out in the land of Sharjah will get a souvenir. Maybe one of the Nepal fans can scamper after that and take it home. They've reasserted their dominance. They've done it with the minimum of fuss this evening. I thought Nepal were off the boil. I thought they were exceptional last evening. And from the sublime performance of last night, they were very poor tonight. And they'll need to be better in that qualifier because games in those ICC pathways, we know the pressure that they come with. And they're going to need to play well in Muscat to take one of those 3 spots at the T20 World Cup.
9 teams participating on the T20 World Cup qualifiers. Nepal is in Group B with Kuwait and Japan. They have to win both the games or win one, lose one. You have to get on top 2 to go to the Super Sixes.
And certainly you would imagine they'll be confident and they will ultimately look upon this week as a huge success because they've joined a very exclusive list. Just 6 times prior to this week had we seen an associate side beat a full member nation in any series of any kind. Afghanistan did it twice. That helped them ascend up to test status. Then the UAE beat my alma mater in Ireland. Namibia did it over Zimbabwe down in Windhoek. And then USA and UAE both tasted success over Bangladesh. But tonight, even though they've had this defeat, they will always remember this week as the first time they've ever won a series against a full member nation of the ICC. Now we're going to have lots of awards to get through, and of course we're going to see that magnificent moment where Nepal will get their hands on this inaugural Unity Cup, so don't go anywhere too far. Ian Bishop will be your master of ceremonies for everything. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes' time.
value American